In this tutorial, we'll demonstrate how to identify challenges in order fulfillment using Oracle Fusion SCM Analytics, starting with the pre-built dashboards and then creating focused custom workbook analyses. Oracle Fusion SCM Analytics offers pre-built detail and overview dashboards, so users can gain insights into supply chain operations, monitor key performance indicators, enhancing efficiency and customer satisfaction. Workbook authors can also build custom analyses using the delivered subject areas. In this scenario, I'm a sales manager seeing fluctuating demand and on-time shipment issues that could impact fulfillment. I'll review the pre-built dashboards, then build a custom analysis of sales order trends to plan inventory and improve on-time shipment performance. I'll begin on my home page and select the navigator, then catalog. Under shared folders, I'll select the Oracle folder. Here I see the pre-built Fusion SCM detail and overview dashboards delivered by Oracle. I'll open the Sales Order Fulfillment Overview dashboard. This workbook shows the most important key metrics, along with filter options so I can quickly understand sales orders at a glance. For more information about the pre-built content, metrics, and dashboards, I can access Oracle's SCM reference guide. Next, I'll build my custom sales order analysis using subject areas governed by Oracle. I'll navigate back to the home page and select Create, then Workbook. In the Add Data dialog, I'll select the sales order subject area and add it to my workbook. It's important to note that to access this subject area, my user permissions need to be mapped to the Order Management Analysis duty role. Before creating visualizations, it's a best practice to add dashboard filters to improve query performance and to give consumers the choice to narrow down the data. I'll add attributes like fiscal year and sales business unit to the dashboard filters. With the filter set, I'll create a visualization to analyze lines amount by right-clicking the measure and selecting Create Best Visualization. To view patterns over time, I'll add fiscal period to the visualization, which now becomes a line chart. I can see a steady upward trend in sales orders. I'd like to see which items are contributing to the sales orders. In the grammar pane, I'll switch the visualization type to stacked bar chart and add the item class attribute to analyze the composition of sales by item class. To better understand order fulfillment, I'll create a table showing quantity ordered, quantity fulfilled, and order fill rate by item class. Next, I'll calculate the difference between ordered and fulfilled quantities to identify missed opportunities. I'll right-click the My Calculations folder, name the calculation, and enter the logic subtracting fulfilled quantity from quantity ordered. Now I can add the custom calculation to the visualization by dragging it onto the grammar pane. I'll select the Visualization's Properties panel, and in the Total tab, I'll set Grand Total to On. This automatically adds a Grand Total row to my table chart and provides an overall view of the missed opportunities. Now that I've identified trends and fulfillment gaps, I can take the corrective actions to improve order fulfillment and reduce lost sales. At this point, I'll select Save, name the workbook, and save it within shared folders for collaboration with my colleagues. I'll create another canvas to delve deeper into the fulfillment process. To expedite the setup, I'll reuse existing objects. I'll right-click the dashboard filter from the first canvas to copy and paste it onto the new canvas. Now I'll modify this filter to include item class for a more focused analysis. I'll create key metrics to monitor order fulfillment. I'll start with the order fulfillment cycle time and right-click to select Create Best Visualization. The tile chart displays the cycle time, but I don't need the description in this case. I'll navigate to the Properties pane, and in the General tab, I'll set description to None. I'll do the same for perfect order percentage. and on-time shipment lines percentage. But I'll select the Values tab to set the number format to %. The on-time shipment lines percentage seems low. I'll analyze it by item class to identify areas for improvement. I'll multi-select on-time shipment lines percentage and item class attribute. Then right-click to choose Create Best Visualization. This quickly generates a bar chart. To enhance readability, I'll select the action menu next to the canvas name and choose the canvas properties. Here I can set height to screen, which adjusts the canvas height to fit the screen. And I'll set the number format for the chart to %. Now, this dashboard is easier for my analytics consumers to read at a glance. Next, I'll add a reference line to the bar chart to compare against a target on-time shipment percentage. I'll select the Advanced tab, select Add Statistics, and choose Reference Line. Here the reference line is a mathematical average, but if needed, I can set this line as a different function. In this case, I'll set the reference line as 17%, which is my current on-time shipment lines percentage. With this reference line, I can see which on-time shipment lines are doing better or worse than the average, informing my business decisions. To further investigate, I'll create a pivot table to analyze on-time shipment lines by item class and ship to city. I'll select the conditional formatting icon to highlight cities with below average on-time shipments. I'll apply the rule to the on-time shipment lines percentage column and set the shipment lines percentage below 17.4 to red and anything above as green. Now that I've created these analyses, I can identify specific areas in the fulfillment process that need improvement. I want to create a third canvas and create a detailed tabular report to provide comprehensive insights into our order fulfillment process. So I'll copy and paste the same dashboard filter controls from the second canvas. I'll drag a table visualization onto the canvas, then add the necessary attributes by double-clicking on each one to include them in the table. To summarize the data, I'll add a grand total to the table. Since the table contains many lines, I'll freeze the grand total row to keep it visible without scrolling. Next, I'll set up drill down functionality to navigate from summary data to the detailed analysis. I'll select the drop-down menu in the second canvas and choose Data Actions. I'll configure the data action to anchor to on-time shipment lines percentage and link it to the Sales Order Fulfillment Details canvas within the same workbook. Then I'll select OK. Now, my consumers and I can right-click on any data point that uses the on-time shipment lines percentage column and select the data action I created to drill down and analyze performance in a particular city. This drill down capability allows me to identify areas where our supply chain performance is strong and where improvements are needed. After setting up these analyses, I can save the workbook and share it with other business users. Now that I've created detailed reports with drill down capabilities, I can effectively monitor and improve our order fulfillment processes. For more information and additional resources on using Oracle Fusion SCM Analytics, check out the links below.